Hi guys, got an exciting one for you today. We're wrapping up Season 1 with the final rankings, and then kicking off Season 2. Given I've only been running things for the last 4 games, and so for the most of the time there wasn't an overall ranking, last week I decided we could do a catch-up week. Everyone had a chance to play a game they hadn't played before, to fill some of the gaps. We got 11 new submissions, which is great. It certainly mixed the scores up, so let's take a look. The first game in this feature was Donkey Kong, set back in March by Alan. This was also the game with the most submissions, 16 at the time, and Colin Jones adding to this with a nice 36,000, putting him 8th. Amadar received a couple of new submissions. Rob Morrison, who was the only person to get free reign on choice of game, upped his Amadar score to edge out Colin Jones and move into 3rd. This was also the only game that Alan hadn't entered, and his submission put him 9th. Ye Older Gamer Steve made a Phoenix submission, and given there was only 1,000 points between 6th and 10th, he did well to beat out that bunch and move into 6th. Zookeeper is the first game to see a new overall leader. Rob Morrison had the lead here with an impressive 200,000, but this was completely blown away by 10 shearers with an epic 700,000. Andy Wood also made a submission, moving into 4th. I was playing Miner 2049er this week, and to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it. I have no nostalgia for 8-bit systems, and struggle to get over the fact it looks a bit shit. The game mechanic, whilst fine, is nothing to write home about. I got to level 3, which put me in 6th, and another new submission from Jonathan Strickland put him 5th. Tiger Heli is the second game to see a change in leader, our overall leader, Andrew Lowe, strengthening his position by taking the lead away from Mark Hendricks. We also saw a new submission from Craig Flanagan down in 9th. Gunsmoke is the final game to see a new submission, and given it was from Charlie Farr, you know it's going to be big. He's literally doubled the leading score with a huge 297,000, a very impressive performance. So that concludes the new submissions. Let's see what the overall table looks like now. Alan is 10th, then we've got 10 shearers jumping up into 9th with that win from Zookeeper. He tells me he'll play some more next season, could be one to watch. Andy Wood is 8th, and Mark Hendricks is in 7th with only 4 submissions, but 4 podiums. Colin Jones is 6th, I'm still in 5th, and then Ian Cullen has dropped to 4th, just 2 points behind former leader Robert Morrison in 3rd. That win last week, and now the win for Gunsmoke, has jumped Charlie Farr up to 2nd, which is 5 from 5 for Charlie. But holding on to the overall lead, with that win on Tiger Heli, and our overall winner of Season 1 of Mamemeister's high score Kerfuffle is Andrew Lowe. Great job from Andrew, with consistently strong performances. Other than the prestige of winning, as a prize, I can offer Andrew the opportunity to pick a game for Season 2. If you want to ping me a message on Facebook, Andrew, we can work something out. I should also give a special mention to Charlie Farr. 5 wins out of 5 submissions, but it's not just the wins, but the number of huge scores, which is highly impressive. Hopefully we can see more regular submissions from Charlie in Season 2, and compete with Andrew and the others for the lead. So that wraps up Season 1. On to Season 2. The first game I've chosen is probably the most iconic arcade game of all time. Released in 1978 by Taito, it absolutely transformed the video game industry. It's of course the epic Space Invaders. Before this appeared, video games were seen as a niche hobby. Space Invaders changed that, and totally brought video games to the mainstream. Since its launch, the Space Invaders franchise has made over $14 billion, putting it 6th on the all-time list of top-grossing video game franchises. Like many of the games featured, it follows the simple-to-pick-up, difficult-to-master philosophy, and with a great game mechanic, the graphics don't really matter. I hope we get a good number of submissions this week. If we get scores from most of our previous submitters, and possibly some new faces, then I think we have a pretty good competition. So have some fun playing Space Invaders. Get your scores in by Monday at midnight. Just post your score in the comments below, on Alan's Facebook page, my Instagram, or the Mamemeister Discord server. I'll be back next week with the results, and I'll see you then.